Destiny is absolutely getting cooked. He has been fired and demonetized for preaching and supporting gun violence. Here's the clip where Destiny calling for Trump supporters to be shot and killed, and says that anyone who disagrees with his politics can and should be censored and deplatformed. Let's have this clip.
Conservatives have been disgusting for years, which is why I don't give a fuck about anybody that winds up at any of these rallies and gets shot or whatever the fuck, okay? Because they had no problem making fun of Paul Pelosi. The entire world would be better off if these people were permanently removed from these platforms. Like, there is no downside and only upside to see people like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Tim Pool never be allowed to publicly broadcast their opinions ever again. It's exclusively bad stuff that happens.
Exclusively bad stuff that happens. Let them be deplatformed and should not be allowed to stream their opinions anywhere. But this is their thinking always. These people from the left, this is what they always think. Who remembers this post? Look, let's be honest. Real Donald Trump's Twitter account should be suspended. That is Kamala Harris. Is a Democrat. Even Destiny is a Democrat. That's what they think. They always don't want others to speak. They don't want others to express themselves. That's their mentality. That's their thinking. And now they have gone too far, where now Destiny is calling for those who don't think like him, who have different ideas, different opinions from his, who don't support his politics, be censored, be killed. Those are the people we are with in our society. And now, as he is calling for others to be censored, be deplatformed, not allowed to express themselves anywhere, now is the one facing it right now. Because I gave you the other time when his account was banned from Twitch. And as we speak right now, he was demonetized by YouTube for, again, those reckless speeches where he's supporting the killing of other humans, really behaving like he is not a human. He doesn't have life like others. It's like he's in a skin of human, is in a skin of man, but he is not a human being, according to what he's saying. But here is what going on. This gentleman was demonetized from YouTube. YouTube demonetized him. And here's the message from, hey, the channel membership feature on Disney has been paused. So your membership has been paused. We will let you know when it starts up again, and you should resume your recurring payments. If you like, you can cancel this membership from the purchases page on your computer, on a computer or Android device, or request a refund of your last month's payment at any time. Thanks, the YouTube team. That's the message from YouTube. He has been demonetized. He's the one who called for others to be demonetized, be deplatformed. But I don't know how he is feeling when he has been deplatformed, when he has been demonetized. And this is a message. This message came from Elon Musk. When he came up, Destiny, and supported and called for the killing and really was happy for the death of Charlie Kirk. Then Elon Musk came up and said this: I don't think this jackass should be banned, but Amazon should stop paying him to incite murder. That's insane. Separately, incitement to murder and domestic terrorism is a felony crime. For that, he should go to prison. He can resume streaming when he has served his term. That's what Elon Musk said. That he should be demonetized. He should be not paid. And he is facing that exactly because we got this from him. Unreal. Elon Musk and other conservatives just got me banned from Twitch. My entire income is gone now. So much for the party of free speech. Is now complaining of free speech. Yet where we've started is the same guy who was fighting free speech, that whoever has a different idea from his, whoever is not supporting his politics, must be deplatformed, must be demonetized, must be censored. That is the same guy who said it, but now he feels pain when he was suspended or banned from Twitch and demonetized from YouTube. Now he feels the pain. That's the pain and the consequences that come with supporting, praising the killers. In this one that I'm giving you, Disney, after being fired and demonetized, really, the words that come from his mouth are dirty. This is the guy who need the conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events. Meaning he wants all conservatives to live in fear, not to attend public events anymore because they fear for their lives. When they go there, they'll be shot dead. Let's have this clip right here.
He's acting like Charlie had it coming.
If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term. You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now, they don't feel like there's any fear.
That guy's name's Destiny, and he just learned his fate. He's fired and banned from making any more money on his site. You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when you go to events? CNN is defending this guy.
After being banned and demonetized, Destiny is getting absolutely cooked by college students, where he's trying to mimic Charlie Kirk. Encourages. Let's have this clip.
Charlie Kirk's fucking life matter. I'm sorry.
Kirk's fans want revenge. What do we do? And
you know what's so interesting as a black man? One thing I noticed about Charlie Kirk's death, there wasn't rioting in the streets like it was after George Floyd. That's the one thing that I noticed about Charlie Kirk's death. And it's so interesting that you want to cherry pick and nitpick and use odd examples that benefit you, but you deliberately want to have blind vision to see that the radical left ideology that has been influencing this country for the past 20 years led to the death of Charlie Kirk.
Why did the DOJ remove from their website the study on radical, politically inspired violence over the past decade?
I have no knowledge.
You don't know anything about that?
No. Okay. I have no knowledge.
I think transgenders should be able to own guns.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's
You
it's a
guess?
Second Amendment right, yeah.
You
sure.
guess?
It's a Second Amendment right. No?
Why do they keep on shooting fucking schools then?
Well, aren't the most
Them,
school
they, whatever
shooters
the
white
fuck you
guys?
wanna call it,
White
why
men
the
should be
fuck?
disallowed from owning guns?
Do you think that being transgender is a mental illness?
I don't have an opinion
Do
on it
you
for this
think-
audience right now.
Do you
Who
think?
do you think most school shooters were white men?
It's all part of the narrative, dude.
Yeah, there's the narrative.
It's
but
all
you're not
part of the
answering my
narrative,
question.
and you
Yeah,
know it.
Go ahead, preach. We're in church
You
right
know
now.
it.
Go ahead.
They said that the guy that shot Charlie was a Republican.
Can you answer
he
me this?
wasn't.
If trans people are such effective assassans, why do we kick them all out of the military?
Looking at this one right here, I want to give this fucking thing a gun.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. Get this fucking loser out of here. Are you serious? Why are you pointing out people in the audience and bullying people? Are you serious? Bullying.
Destiny is the guy our children, your children, are watching with his murderous ideology. Let's have this clip.
I don't understand you, Destiny. You have so much hatred in your heart, and at the same time, you
it's such a
judge
simple thing.
others
If you're
as being
going to
hateful.
weaponize somebody's grief against the other party, well, then of course people have a right to fight back against it. I think that she has every right to grieve in whatever way she wants, but when that grief is going to be weaponized to do recruitment, political recruitment, and further radicalization of the other side, then of course you not only have the ability to mock it, I think you have the obligation to mock it. It's insane.
Let me understand. Let me understand your argument. So since others are using her grief to politically recruit, you think that it's okay to mock her specifically?
Since others
How does
are
that make
using
any
her grief,
sense?
she's the one who gave a 17-minute speech on TV where she talked about good versus evil. She's the one showing up in
Destiny, let me
TPUSA
explain,
ads to
let
1
me
or 2
explain
days
something
after.
to you. If someone assassinated my husband, I would not be able to have the level of composure she had during that speech, I would be out for blood. I understand why she's angry and why she said the things that she said. Okay, you need to understand what being a human is, what it's like to actually lose someone that you love, that you chose to spend your life with, that you chose to raise children with, a person who was violently and viciously assassinated like that. This is why I've moved away
and when
from
something
identifying as
you got bullied online. It's so funny. It's so funny that you just
so
said that you don't
on the
think about
left.
how other people act to define your behavior. Your entire political ideology now is somehow defined by the people that were mean to you on Twitter.
No,
if somebody
it's
cares
not.
about somebody who's
No,
grieving,
I
then you tell that
what
person,
the flaws
you
on
tell
the
that
left
person,
happen to
hey,
be. The
maybe you
weakness
should
in their
step back
arguments.
for a couple of
No,
weeks.
no, it's
Maybe you
not
should
about
take
the
some
way I
time to
get
grieve.
treated.
You don't
I
say,
get treated
hey, let's
like
throw a
crap from
camera in
both
front
sides
of
of
you
the
and have
political
you do
aisle.
mass recruitment for our political party while everyone over here is calling for civil war. It's unhinged. When you've got people like Matt Walsh and the Daily Wire, the
we're
president
talking
of the
to
United
a
States
guy
calling
who
for
said
civil
he'd be
war.
okay with his own parents getting killed if they went to that Trump rally where that assassination attempt
and we're talking
happened.
to a
There's
woman
no
who went
reasoning
on and
with
did
you,
the whole
Destiny.
conservative media
There's
outlet with
there's
Tucker
no
Carlson
reasoning.
and
Next in this one, we have Alex Jones is requesting for the rawest unfiltered fight in American history. No gloves, no rules, last man standing. Alex Jones says he wants to know what is on Destiny's hard drives. Let's have this clip right.
Hell, I didn't get to this, but Destiny, that scumbag piece of filth, celebrating Charlie's death and saying more Republicans need to die to intimidate us. That's terrorism. That's calling for terrorism. Elon Musk is calling for his arrest. You get speech, but you don't have saying we go out and target and kill people to silence them. That's racketeering. That's terrorism. That's terroristic threats. And I'm telling you, I just got a gut feeling that guy's not going to be too happy very soon. People are sick of this crap. And he talks about he stalked people and planned to kill them and their families and all this other stuff, try to act all scary and tough. Those little wild, beady eyes reminds me of the serial killer in Dirty Harry. They have a tour where they were stalking Kirk around the country and all this crap. I mean, it's just disgusting. And they've taken our kindness for weakness, and it's just not going to go on forever. Not calling for any offensive violence against this guy. But I got a sneaking suspicion. He's already done a lot of stuff to be under investigation. I wonder what's on those hard drives. I got a real good feeling. Something tells me that'd be real informative. So obviously, to me, it looks like he's on methamphetamine. I'm not saying he is. But he's a cowardly piece of filth. I challenge him to bare knuckles boxing match. No limit. He can wear brass knuckles. I'll go bare-fisted. Did that a few days ago. I hadn't heard anything with the big, tough man. Brass knuckles, punk. See how you do. Let's get in the ring right now. I'm an old man, too, son. You're going to beat the hell out of me so easy with those brass knuckles. You're so tough. So mean, so strong. Look at those eyes. Thinks he's so powerful because he has delusions of what he can do to people. He has no idea. I'm so sick of cowards playing a man's world.
As Destiny is just openly calling for all Trump supporters and the people with conservative views and beliefs to be shot and murdered, there is an alleged friend of his. You remember that gentleman who was asking Charlie Kirk the time he was shot dead? Hunter Kozak is allegedly said to be a friend to Destiny. And it's like Hunter initiated the CUE question for the shoot, especially being associated with Destiny's The Unfuck America tour. His acquaintances, but most importantly, the complete change of dialogue and the question itself when Charlie was shot. Let's have this clip.
We've all heard the vile statements that Destiny made about Charlie's life being taken from him, but did you know that the guy who was speaking to Charlie when he was unalived was a guy who was part of Destiny's Unfuck America's tour? If you haven't heard of Unfuck America, the Unfuck America tour, look who that is, was to follow Turning Point around and counter all of Turning Point's events. That's why this guy was speaking to Charlie when Charlie was unalive. Now, of course, if you go to unfuckamericatour.com, you'll see this message pop up, and they're talking about how disturbed they are about what happened to Charlie. They're saying that they're grieving, and please give them space while they can grieve. Again, Destiny is their lead creator, and he's making these comments about Charlie and people who think like Charlie. Everyone who works for Turning Point should get a restraining order against him immediately so that he or anyone who works for him is not allowed to show their ass up at these Turning Point events. I've noticed that not a lot of you guys know about this. And why do I know about this? Because one of these people that's part of this tour follows me. She actually seems quite fucking reasonable. She seems like a decent person. That's how I know about this. I'm just saying, I don't understand why, and I guess it's because no one knows, but this needs to be like mainstream news. What the actual...
And people have obviously pointed to the irony that the point that I was trying to make is how peaceful the left was right before he got shot. And that only makes sense if we stay peaceful. And as much as I disagree with Charlie Kirk, I'm on the record for how much I disagree with Charlie Kirk, but like, man, dude, he is still a human being. Have we forgotten that? Are we crazy? Like,
just look at his body language and his facial expressions showered almost laughter and happiness as explaining what happened to Charlie Kirk. Next in this one, Destiny for mocking the widow of Charlie Kirk. He is not fit for polite society and he should be excluded from it. Let's have this clip.
This person is not fit for polite society and he should be excluded from it. As I've been saying now for almost a week, you cannot have a marketplace of ideas or anything else if certain actors keep coming in and shooting up the marketplace. In order to defend and even expand the marketplace, you have to exclude those actors and you have to exclude those suicidal ideas. So the consequences need to keep up. The firings need to keep up.
Next in this one, last month on CNN, Destiny said, "I hate Charlie Kirk. I think he is a Satan." Let's have the clip.
I hate Charlie Kirk. I think he's actually a Satan spawn, but he's very, very strategically minded.
In this next clip, Destiny is bragging about planning to murder a family. I think this is the left. As Elon Musk said, this is the party for murders. Let's have the clip.
Oh, I did troll the shit out of the DDoS kid. That's a guy, that's one of the people, like, legitimately, like, I was so, you have no, like, it's actually kind of scary, like, how close I was to getting people together to go down to his house to kill him and his family. Or it would have just been him and his father. Because I didn't know anything about it. Dude, that was some of the most fucked up shit in my entire life. I was so fucking close to doing it. But I was making so much money on Twitch, and I don't know if Nathan was involved in yet, but for whatever reason, I decided that the current life I had wasn't worth the risk of... Oh my god. Oh my god, I was so close to this fucking address. I had fucking streets mapped out and fucking you have no fucking idea. That's when I first started getting interest in like owning a weapon. I got a permit to own a gun and everything. Holy
And in this one, let's meet Destiny, the face of the left. Clip.
Yes, I've seen the Destiny video. And if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, let me pop it up for you.
Exactly like you need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now they don't feel like there's any fear. Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just memes to everybody, I guess.
It's just memes to everybody. Conservatives being afraid of getting shot when they go out by crazy liberals simply for attending events, simply for enjoying their life. Yeah, that's just a meme. That's just memes to him. This is a guy who was the face of the Unfuck America tour just a few months ago. This is a guy who went to Student Action Summit that was hosted and ran by Turning Point USA. This is a man who's been given a lot of opportunities in his life, also because of Charlie Kirk. Yes, is he a streamer? Yes, does he have success on his own? Absolutely. He's been kind of muffled, let's be honest. He's been kind of irrelevant in this space over the past five or so years. So now he's not only praising the fact that this crazy fucking liberal killed Charlie Kirk, but now he's inciting violence against the rest of us, stating that we need to be fearful when we go out because that's the only way to turn down the temperature. Hey babe, the temperature was turned down for years prior to this. The only reason it's been amped up over the past week is because you guys have had your temperature turned all the way up for fucking years and continue to expect us to keep our goddamn mouth shut and continue to expect that we weren't going to fucking retaliate. And you crossed a boundary. You did the one thing that people should never fucking do. So yeah, we're not gonna turn down our temperature, Destiny. We're gonna turn it the fuck up. And I find it funny that the party who is anti-gun is the one who's inciting violence. Yeah. Let's see how that one plays out for you. The guy's off his fucking rocker. He needs to have his server checked. This is also the same guy who's been in like various multiple person relationship and like I think had an open relationship with his wife and then got mad when his wife left him for an actual man who wanted to be a man. This is also a man who I think was accused of screwing around with minors. Also a man who's been kicked off numerous fucking platforms because of the hate that he spews. This is the guy that your children are watching on Rumble, on Reddit. This is the guy of the face of not only the Unfuck America tour, but also the face of the hate that is coming against conservatives currently. For every conservative death that comes in the future, the FBI needs to check his server, see who's linked, see if the people who follow him are connected to those cases. Because at the end of the day, he needs to be held accountable for the hate that he spews. So yes, obviously I've seen the video. We're all riled up about it. And no, we're not gonna get more quiet. We're just gonna stand up and be louder.
Okay, if you support his server to be checked, let's meet in the comment section. The real reason why Destiny hates Charlie Kirk. Let's have the clip.
I'm a conservative woman, and you don't frighten me one bit. You don't. I got to see what you said about conservatives long time ago. You know, calling Charlie Kirk a cuck? Really? You're the one that got cucked out. And then that video surfaced of you. You know, the one that Blair White shared. So you like men and women, which is fine. I'm not knocking you, but what I am saying here is that no wonder why you hated Charlie Kirk so much. Because he could satisfy his wife. And you couldn't. You literally got cucked out. Literally. And your wife left you anyways.
Democratic podcaster Destiny has been fired and demonetized. Let's meet in the comment section. Subscribe. Let's make 100 subscribers.